When I speak to people in the street about the fact that I play in an orchestra, they always seem to say the same thing. Oh, I'd love to play in an orchestra, just put me at the back with a triangle and I'll be very happy. And I always say in response, good luck. Hello, Mark.
Hi, Dom.
What is it about the triangle or the snare drum that attracts you?
I don't think there was a particular attraction. It was just the first thing that came on my path because my father is a percussionist and a conductor. So at home, those instruments were just there. And I got hooked.
In an audition, you play how many instruments in an audition?
You'd play snare drum, xylophone, glockenspiel, sometimes vibraphone, triangle, cymbals, bass drum, tambourine. And yeah, I'd say that's like the basics.
Eight different instruments?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Okay. But in reality, I know for sure that you have to play some bizarre things, especially in modern music.
Yeah, I mean, every modern music week, we have a setup that's huge. I mean, sometimes I can't see the end of it. I mean, I remember a concert we did in the Westergasfabriek. I was playing old radiators. I was playing an old lamp post. I had to chop down pieces of wood with an actual axe. Sometimes I have to shout things over the orchestra.
Is there anything that you've refused to do?
Yeah, to sing. It was in my part, I had to actually sing over the orchestra, like 20 or 30 seconds. Somewhere it felt wrong for me doing it because it's an actual studies.
Yeah.
I think someone else can do it much better than I can.
Yeah. What's interesting from an outsider's point of view is it's not about just hitting things in time. It seems to me that there are musicians that happen to be percussionists.
That's what it's all about. It's a bigger picture. It's never about you. It's always about us, about what happens in the moment.
Yeah.
And as a percussionist, you have a particular responsibility, I'd say, because we wield such an enormous amount of power. We can simply destroy any musical moment that all those colleagues are preparing for us. We could destroy it in a second.
I mean,
so,
it is a fact that a lot of people don't know that the triangle is the most audible instrument of all instruments.
It doesn't matter how many people are singing, playing, that stupid triangular-shaped object will always come through.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Your work starts a lot earlier than everybody else's.
Yeah.
I turn up with the bass. I of course, have studied the music beforehand.
Of course you did.
Of course, and I play.
Yeah.
That's not what your day looks like.
No. We have a complete schedule. So then all the instruments for that week have to be in the house, which often requires a rental or borrowing from other orchestras. Then for all the modern weeks, we have to build a large setup in which we make sure we can play everything the way we want it to play, which requires a tremendous amount of organization. So I often make a drawing of my setup already weeks before the first rehearsal. And once that's done, the actual practicing starts, and then we're ready for the first rehearsal. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. And so with all this extraordinary multitasking going on, I'm assuming that at home you take those skills with you at home.
Yeah, I wish. According to my wife, that's not the case.
No. I don't believe it.
It's not the case.
I don't believe it.
I do my best, cooking, listening to the children, watching Tour de France, organizing my next day all at the same time. It usually ends up a mess. So what I basically do is try to do one thing at a time really well.
Oh, that's great. Well, I've often thought that being a percussionist is probably the most difficult job in the orchestra. I don't envy one moment of your life, but I'm extremely glad that you and your wonderful colleagues are in the orchestra, such incredible musicians. Thank you so much. And
thanks, Dominic.
Thanks for having a chat.